The rejigged Philippine national team plays its first game at home front at the Smart Araneta Coliseum against Qatar Monday night, looking to bounce back from its 73-81 loss to Iran Thursday in Tehran. Having dropped their last two matches from the first round of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, the Nationals are hard-pressed to win versus the Qataris in their 7:30 p.m. if they're to stay on course for a return to the World Joust in China next year. The Philippine quintet dropped a 73-81 loss to Iran in Tehran, but barely stayed at third place as fourth-running Team Kazakhstan also bowed to Japan, 70-85, over in Almaty. Through the September 13 window of the Asia-Pacific FIBA eliminator, Australia and Iran remain joint leaders in Group F with their identical 6-1 win-loss cards, followed by the Philippines, 4-3, Kazakhstan, and Japan at 3-4 and Qatar at 2-5. But coach Yang Guo and his troops must get their act together now so as not to blow away the 4-2 win-loss mark produced by coach Qataris and the initial heel-as pool in the first round of the qualifiers. Coach Yang emphasized how important the Qatar game is for us. "We are practically treating it like a do-or-die game," said Ryan Gregorio, the special assistant to the SBP president who also serves as among the deputies of Guo in the national team. Japeth Aguilar and Matthew Wright, who served their one-game suspension from FIBA, are back on board to soup up the national team that faltered at the finish and dropped a sorry 8-point loss to Iran. Stanley Pringle also joins the mix, taking over from Christian Standhardinger as the team's naturalized player against Qatar. Completing the roster for this home game are team captain Gabe Norwood, Scotty Thompson, Alex Cabagnet, Marcio Lassiter, Paul Lieb, Ian Sangalang, J.P. Aram, Bo Belga, and Asi Tolava. Team PHL is 2-1 so far in home games, winning against Chinese Taipei and Japan, and yielding to Australia in their fight marred game. Qatar, meanwhile, is winless in hostile ground. The Qataris beat the Iraqis 77-66 on a neutral venue in Tehran on February 22 before repeating with an 84-79 decision at home in Doha on July 2. Against Australia Thursday. Qatar utilized for the first time returning national player Tanguy Albangambo. The 57th overall pick by the Dallas Mavericks in the 2011 NBA draft, the Qatari Congolese top scored with 14 points that went with 8 rebounds, 2 assists and 1 steal against 3 turnovers in 25 minutes of action. It was a lopsided match where coach Andrej Lemonis's Boomers struggled with a mere 29% three-point shooting but struck hard underneath the basket and around the perimeter area. Jesse Wagstaff scored 18 points to pace the Boomers, who also drew double-digit outputs from Anthony Drmic, Daniel Johnson, Mitch McCarron and Nick Kay.